One thing also I want to talk about is, I think also as Black people, as Africans, we often see media as a form of entertainment. But you see, what white people did very well was they saw media as an opportunity. And as I've gone on to this podcast more and more, I've learned this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity, not again, like you said, to give value, add value, but we can see this now as a business opportunity. We can create a media company. We can create schools teaching content creation. We can create so many things. ETS Rubasha Media will be global. But also, again, why I say I feel, as Africans, we need to start seeing this as an opportunity. Just for example, right, a lot of podcasts make money through sponsorships, right? So if you're a business owner, you own a restaurant, African or wherever you're from, the background, but this is what I mean by opportunity. And you want your brand to be out there. You want to be able to market yourself. Podcasts, it's not like back in the day where in TV, you would have had to pay so much money to have advertisements on TV, because you're like, how can I be able to get my brand, my restaurant, whatever it is, out in front of so many people? But nowadays, the power of social media, like you said, phones, YouTube is TV, podcasts are 1, 2 hour, 3 hour episodes. So now you can actually put your advertisements into podcasts. You can put your advertisements and your brand out there, especially one that's growing. And that's what we also want to advertise to people. Like, you can actually sponsor episodes on a powerful podcast, because what we're doing is, I think, is something so special, is we're bringing family. I think one thing I think is amazing about this podcast is usually a lot of podcasts, they bring hosts, celebrities, entrepreneurs, this and this. But we're bringing regular people, you, mom, aunties, uncles, to tell their stories, and people are adding value through these stories. And to be able to garner sponsorships, people to have advertisements in these episodes that's growing is revolutionary.
Yes, so that's where we are starting to market it between ourselves, to tell our story to the other community. So, because we have been inspired by other community, we have been listening the story from other communities. So now we have to campaign as also to put platform to tell our story to the community, to tell our journey to other community, to tell, because you have different. So the things I realize, the Western people, they take us in one basket. No. But again, we can't blame them. Let's we stand up, my brother and my sister. Let's we tell the story. Let's we change our background. Let's we change where we are telling people. Let's we come, we have view. Or only things we used to have, and I can see it's making always life hard for us. It's when you have different views, it become a war.
On this path of life that I'm on right now, I'm always thinking about the future. I'm always thinking about my financial future. How can I make important moves now that are going to impact me when I'm older? This video is sponsored by Raiz. Every time you get an income, you can set weekly, monthly, daily investment goals. You can put aside money while you're growing and seeking the best future for yourself. For me, what I do is every week I have an amount, and it puts the money into the stock market. It's all about compounded interest. The actions and the things that you do today are impacting your future. So for me to continually having that compounding interest of money being put away into the stock market, by the time I'm 30, 40, 50 years old, that amount is generational wealth. That is the power of compounded interest. It's always important to think about your future, always important to think about tomorrow and 20 to 30, 40 years from now. What Raiz has done with the Rubasha Family Podcast, they're going to give you $5 once you sign up with the Raiz app and you're approved. You can start your financial journey today. None of this is financial advice. Hit the link in the description, get $5 into your account once you're approved, and get started on your investment journey today.
We have been a war within each other for a long period of times, but that we got to learn. And as I say, as a family podcast, that's where we start, because the wars in our community start from our families.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why for me, when I'm sharing this, my podcast is the experience of my life. Whatever I go to share, it's what I experience in my life, and it's not something I want to learn from school. I have a family. I have a wife, Rose, Ian, Eve, and Emmanuel. We have different belief, and they were different belief, and everybody also have different passion, whatever we were to do. So the war started from there. Even you have your family there. The war started within the family. But you see, the war, you should not, the different belief, you should not create enemies. Yeah, that lesson you got to learn from us in Africa. The different belief, it doesn't create enemy. For example, you can have a daughter, and I know there's family who have been having that situation where a daughter married a different background or different religion or different something there. It doesn't believe the family, and the father or the mother say, no, we don't call that wedding because he didn't follow the things there. You see, those small thinking, those small tear apart family, that is how we have to stop that. And the reason we got to stop that is just to talk about it,
have these conversations. And it's so true, like, as parents, like you said, we're not going to support the wedding, and then it tears a wall between a family. Yes. Where it easily could have been resolved. If this person loves that person, accept that. Because one thing that is so important, and what we're doing is, and I think every family should have a company. Every family should start what they say in America, LLC. Every family should start a corporation. The world is run by families.